So I broke my no buy a few weeks ago, and if you guys know me, I stopped buying makeup back in 2020, whenever I started project planning. My goal, my idea for doing that was to make my collection smaller. So I stopped myself from buying any makeup. I decided that I would stop following like social influencers online, and I would no longer trapped into buying all of these makeup items. So since then, I have been on a strict no buy. The only items I will buy myself are usually literally like primers and like eye primers, and I think that was it, and mascaras, because mascaras have like a deadline of using every 3 months and things. Everything else I have not bought anything new of until the beginning of October, when I did, as I said, break my no buy. Now where is the action? So the item I bought, ooh, this is nearly finished. This is a Bobbi Brown skin foundation stick in the shade Porcelain, by the way. The item I did buy was an eyeshadow palette, and I mainly bought it to kind of remind me of the event that I went to. Also, yes, the lighting in here is terrible. It is winter time, and this is the natural light in this room. It is naturally just quite dark. Let me put my light on actually and see if that makes any difference. Not really. Along with that, I did end up buying obviously a couple more things. As you can tell, like this is finished, so I did buy another primer, which I got this one actually. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which I've obviously not tried yet. And other than that, I stayed away from makeup. Like, I don't go to stores anymore and like peruse, is that the right wording? I don't look at the makeup aisle as much anymore. Like, I try as much as possible to skip past it so I don't get stuck into using it. The matchsticks in the shade Porcelain from Fenty Beauty, I have been loving wearing this actually. This is in my Project 50. I feel like this lighting is going to be terrible, but if I put my ring light on, it's just going to show this side. Better. What if I move you guys actually? Yeah, that's literally as far to the side I can move you guys. So this is the lighting we're gonna have to deal with today. The issue with project planning is that not a lot of my projects are to do with finishing items. They are to do with planning items. So that's my downfall, is that I don't really finish the items that I'm working on. So I'm actually in a huge rush today. I have a limited amount of time. I can film this and upload this because of F1. Basically, it's in Brazil this weekend, and qualifying was meant to be yesterday, but qualifying was postponed until this morning. And now I have less than 2 hours to film this, edit this, and upload this so it's up on time, because I feel that there's going to be even more delays of the race later on, because the race is actually happening again today. So usually qualifying happens on Saturday and then the race the day after. Obviously that hasn't happened today. I'm now using my Benefit Cheek Parade, and I'm using Huda Light for my bronzer. But I have just been watching the last 2 hours of an absolutely manic qualifying session, and I also need to go food shopping, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do today actually, which is kind of stressing me out a little bit. Like I feel like I'm gonna have to go and do my food shop tomorrow during a lunch hour or something crazy like that. Going to have to, yeah, really change everything. It's the downside of shops closing or at 4 o'clock. Crazy qualifying. Essentially the weather, I know you're not interested in F1, maybe you are, but the weather was so bad that qualifying was cancelled until today. Like it was postponed for like over 2 hours yesterday, and then they decided to give in and move it till early this morning, and then it was delayed today because of crashes. There are like 5 red flags, which is like unheard of. The drama, oh my god. I'm now using this shade in this palette, and I am living for it. I'm a huge McLaren fan. Like everyone under the sun should know that by now, that I'm a huge McLaren fan. I always seem to wear a lot of their tops in my videos. I'm not today because I don't like to like jinx it. On race day, I don't really like to wear their merch during like race days because I feel like that's always a jinx waiting to happen. But yeah, I'm pretty happy as a McLaren fan that they both managed to stay pretty safe. I mean, it was scary. Like at the beginning of Q1, Lando was nearly out, and then he ended up being on pole. But the opposite side of that is his title contender, Max Verstappen, did not end up doing as well, and I am living for it. I'm now just using this brow pencil. So, if you remember at the beginning of October, or maybe in the middle, I went to London and I did like I think it was like a 5 minutes of my life. In that week I went to London and I did a couple of things. I went to the F1 exhibition, I went to see McFly for the 21st anniversary, and I went to the Friends experience. So what I bought was from the Friends experience. And I was in the gift store and I was looking at all the different things, and I was like, you know what? Why not buy this? Because I know I'll have this for more than 30 years, because it was for the 30-year like anniversary, I want to say, of Friends, the Friends experience, sorry. Yeah, it's like the 30-year anniversary of the Friends experience, and I was like, you know what, why not buy this? Because I know this will be in my life for a long time, and I want to see how it kind of works out. I want to see if it's any good. So I'm kind of speed running my makeup so I can catch up to. Right, so I'm kind of speed running my makeup currently so I can get right into using the eyeshadow, and we can get into and like reviewing it and seeing how it looks. Alright, I can't remember the last time I did my makeup this fast. How long has it even been? It's been 15 minutes. That's crazy fast for me. Okay, so this is the makeup eyeshadow palette that I bought. It is the Friends 30 years eyeshadow palette, I think to celebrate the 30th year anniversary, because obviously Friends started in 1994, and of course it's now 2024. So this is what it looks like. Opened up, look, I like all those colours. Like it kind of matches. So I bought this, 3 weeks ago, and I've not looked at it once since, because I wanted to kind of wait and do a video with you guys about it. Okay, so first impressions. Top row and that gold. I am dying. I think they look stunning. I'm not much of a person who likes to wear bright colours, So I think I'm gonna focus on using the top row and the gold for today in some shape or form. I'm quite sad they don't have any shade names because I feel like that's kind of like half the fun of a palette is that it has shade names, but we will do with what we've got. So I think I'm gonna go in with the two shades, the two top shades, the two like bronzy shades I would say, and like dip into the both of them. And I'm going to use this on my, more on like the outside of the corner of my eye. So like here outwards. Maybe I need to add a little bit more. It's not, I'd say it's not soft, but maybe it's because there's hard pan on the top. Ooh, I feel like I need to zoom you guys in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. Oof. Okay. I mean, it's a little bit patchy, I'd say. I mean, the colour's nice, but I feel like the real test with this is to see if it lasts all day, or if it like crinkles up and like disappears during the day. Do any of you ever have like a favourite eye? Like an eye that seems to do better with your makeup? Like this, it's always my left eye. I don't know if that's just because I'm right-handed and I find it easier to do my left eye because of the angle. But I always feel like this eye turns out better, but I also don't know if that's because I always do my right eye first and then my left eye. I think the downside with this palette actually is that there's no like blending shades because they're all sparkly. There's no like actual like shades you can blend out between here and there, so I'm going to have to dip into a different palette to do that, I guess. Okay, then I'm going to use the gold shade, which is here. I'm going to use that in the inner corner. I know how I'm basically covering up the Safari Diaries base colour, but I always do that. That's like the shade I always use to like set the base before I put on my eyeshadow above it. Okay, that looks better. There is like a little bit of fallout like under my eyes. I don't know if it's showing up on camera. See, this looks really bad. I don't know, we need to fix this. Like you can kind of see, maybe you can see, like it does have like spots underneath where it's kind of fallen. Maybe less so in here. Also, I feel like it just doesn't really blend out very well. I'm gonna use this eyeshadow to like blend it out to the brows. Okay. That looks much better, but I feel like I'm missing something under my eyes. Okay, you know what? We're gonna use this shade. It's like green, but not green. Like great. In person, this shows up more brownish than it does on camera, so it's kind of hard to tell what colour it is. But I'm going to use this under my eye. I mean, it's probably a bad idea to use a glitter under my eye, but YOLO. Yeah, I can really see that it's kind of gonna fall down my cheeks. I can see the glitter going all the way. Do I do eyeliner or no eyeliner? I think I'm gonna do eyeliner. I feel like it needs something. So let's do eyeliner. I don't know if I'm gonna film this all in shots, so I might end up skipping to when I've done it. Editing me will make the decision. Not my best work, but it will do. Okay, so shall we do a swatchathon? So makeup done. It's not too bad. I'm sad that like as bright as it is, when you put it onto your eyes, it does kind of lose the brightness. Like, it does not look as bright as it does in the palette, but maybe that's just because I'm a light-hander. Like, look at how bright that is compared to my eyes, but maybe that's just because but the issue is that to use these eyeshadows like that, you're gonna get a lot of fallout. So the only way you can really use them, I guess, is if you just layer them up to make them that bold. But that gold was actually stunning. Swatched on my finger right there. Let's see, let's have a look at the green. Ooh. It does have a nice shimmer to it, I have to give it that. And also, they are quite soft as well. That sheen, I'm actually obsessed. I love green, as you can tell from my nails, but stunning. Actually, okay, I'm obsessed with that. I think that's gonna be like a favorite of mine. On the bottom row, we've got the pinks and the blues. Okay, I think the blue looks a bit too dirty, but I'm liking the pink and purple. I think they're pretty nice. I'm not a fan of the blue though. I think the blue is a bit of a dirty colour. I think these two, like the brown or whatever the colour that is, and the blue are my least favourites. But then the others, I think are not too bad. I could make them work. They're not my favourites using bright colours, but I could make them work, especially as they are shimmers. The downside to this, I would say, is that it has no matte colours. That's the downside of this. The positive is that I think the colours do reflect Friends quite well. Like, it has all the colours that are in here, and like the logos and things, and like just their colour palette is definitely in here. So I agree with the colour story. I understand where they're coming from. That was a speed run review. I've got a limited amount of time. I've literally got 30 minutes. So I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't think I'm gonna break my no buy again for quite a little while, because I still need to get rid of a lot of makeup before I even think about doing that again. It was a spontaneous moment in time. I have a little bit of a regret of doing that, but what can you do? I haven't bought any makeup in 3 years, so you know what? I'm pretty proud of myself, and so I'm okay with it, okay? But anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for subscribing. Let me know what sort of videos you'd like to see from me in the future, as I'm actually running quite low on my schedule for posting videos. So if you guys have any ideas of what you'd like me to do, put them down there below and I will look into doing them. I've got a lot of blank spots coming up, especially as we're ending the year. Next year's looking pretty empty, apart from I've got a couple of plans for next year that I want to do. So apart from them, next year I don't know what I'm posting yet, apart from my Project Pan video. So yeah, let me know what you'd like to see more of, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.